This is Escape Fitness, the leaders in gym design and functional training. We're here at FIBO 2024 to meet some of our customers and distributors from around the world. We're launching for the first time our Mars digital coach recovery station and dumbbell station. And before we leave, we decided to travel around the show and see some of the new and interesting fitness equipment that's launched here for the first time. If you like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and please leave a comment in the comment section about what you think of the products. I'm gonna complete my workout now. Christian Korff from OxyHelp, not OxyHelp.
That's correct, yeah. We misspelled it quite in the beginning, right? But now you got it right. It's not the hell in here, we are helping people. That's the idea.
Right, so give me the why did you decide to come up with such an interesting product?
So in the end of the day, the product is hyperbaric oxygen therapy, right? So that's the therapy or the technology itself.
Is that different to hyperbaric chambers?
No, that's a hyperbaric chamber.
Okay,
yes.
Right.
So these exist since 40 years, right? Long time already. Originated from the military, from diving accidents, right? But back then they only have been used for severe indications. So 40 years later, many studies have been conducted, and now it shows, okay, we can use it also for anti-aging wellness in a commercial use case, right? So also they're really helpful, and that's why we're on the FIBO today.
What does it actually do for you?
Yeah, so from the technology side of things, what we do in this chamber, we build a pressure, so we imitate diving in the end of the day, right? So imagine yourself going underseas 5 meters, more pressure is being built on your body. And the second key component is the oxygen. We are breathing in oxygen right now. So after 1 hour, imagine yourself having 10 times more oxygen in the body than before. So in the end of the day, oxygen shower, right? And that increased oxygen level in your body helps you then with different things.
And at the moment, is this under pressure or not?
I didn't start it yet,
okay,
but I could start. Do you want me to start it?
Go on then, let's see what happens.
So everything is computer controlled. It's based on touch screen, the computer does everything for us, so it's quite easy to operate these chambers. I just started, the door closes itself due to the pressure, already closed, so we are essentially trapped in here now. But yeah, imagine yourself going down. The feeling is like being underseas, or the feeling as in an airplane. So as you will feel it now, we will have to do some equalization, because in an airplane you go higher in altitude, you have to pop the ears and stuff. Now we go lower in altitude, same feeling.
And what kind of altitude do you go up or down to?
Yeah, as said, so officially hyperbaric chambers in the commercial use case go down to 5 meters underseas.
Right. And does it, I've been in one, like a seat where you sort of went up and down. Does this fluctuate? And if so,
yes.
Why?
So if you want to set more triggers to the treatment, one idea would be to fluctuate the pressure. But second thing you could do is, because now you are breathing in 90% oxygen, right? The chamber also tells you from time to time, let's say all the 20 minutes, to take off the mask, or what we have right now. And then you directly have a severe drop of oxygen levels, right? Because the normal room air contains of 21% oxygen. If you take off the mask, the body directly thinks, oh, holy shit, I'm lacking oxygen. Let's produce some red blood cells. So that's not the main idea of why we use hyperbaric chambers, but this is how you can set extra triggers on how to make the therapy more efficient.
What sort of dosage would you expect for someone that just wants to just feel better and recover quicker?
So like for the normal healthy people, as we are, you could do it on regular basis, let's say 3 times a week. After you had a hard day of work, you go in the chamber, you will relax yourself in here, and then you will have a really deep and nice sleep. You also directly see it on your smartwatch or biomarker. If you have a Oura ring or whatever, you see the heart rate variability going perfectly up. So, and this also then improves your sleep and all these kind of things on daily basis, right? Or we have high performers, business people, even doing meetings in the chamber. Let's say we have a 4-seater, like 2 seats on the other side. We have a table in the middle. People work here for an hour. So this can be your new meeting room, right? So there's not that one use case when you should use it, when you don't use it. Everybody, we have a lot of customers with different things on when they want to use the chamber, right? So.
And what sort of time would be typical to stay in here?
Yeah, so like the typical session would be 60 to 90 minutes. Let's say 60 minutes is like the occasional use case, but also like we have doctors using the chambers for more severe indications, and then they tend to prolong the session to 90 minutes.
We've got a rower in front of us here. What would you also come in here and have a workout then?
Yeah, so we are here at the FIBO, right? So we had to bring something. The idea is, and that's what also some of our professional athletes are doing, they work out in the chamber. Because imagine yourself having more oxygen in the body. Obviously you can do a longer workout using it in the chamber. So that's what our professional athletes do it for. Obviously it's a niche. It's not the main purpose of why we use hyperbarics, but at the FIBO I think it's just the perfect spot to showcase it.
What's this doing?
Yeah, so again, same topic. We are in the chamber for 1 hour. So what can you do additionally to make the chamber or the therapy more effective? So this is red light pad. Let's say you had a broken arm or wrist, you just put it around, enjoy some red light on your skin for 20 more minutes. So this is small things we do in the chamber to accelerate the healing process. We also do like sound therapy in the chamber. So many different things that help you as an add-on.
And from a manufacturing perspective, what makes this one unique, or are they all built fairly similar?
Yeah, that's a really good question. No, I mean, when people think of hyperbarics, first of all, most of them don't know what it is, right? So there's a lot of explanation to be done. And then the second thing, when you go really in detail, you see there are many big differences, essentially. When it comes to hyperbarics, there are two main topics. One thing is security and safety. You want the people to always be safe in the chamber, right? And the second one is comfort. So let me go down through the topics. Safety means it's a O2 therapy, right? Oxygen. So what sometimes happens in, let's say, or could happen with hyperbaric chambers is that you build up CO2. We all breathe out CO2, right? So if you don't have high ventilation in the chambers, then you could get a CO2 toxification, right? It builds up too high, and let's say you fall asleep in here after 7 hours, you get the toxification. So we also make sure in the chamber, we actually can measure the CO2 level. You see it here. It's measured in parts per million. And let's say we have a party in here with 10 people. We would exceed the regulations, and the chamber would turn off automatically. So these are small things. Then when it comes to comfort, imagine the chamber use the chamber in a business case, right? You feel it on the ears. We have to do equalization right now. But there are some people, they can't do it as good as we can do it just now, right? So they have them problems with the ear, they can't equalize. And then you want them to still be comfortable and then not stop the session, right? That means you can choose the speed on how fast you go down, super slow for the first session, or super fast for the professional athlete who goes in every day, right? So make customizations fitting to the customer you have in the chamber, and also the depth. Sometimes I have people, they say at 4 meters, oh Christian, man, can we stop it or can we go up a little because it's a little too hard for me today? And then I said, no problem, we are at 4 meters now, let's go to 3.5. And the body directly starts relaxing. So these small things help we're just going back up now. So these small things help the user of the chamber to feel comfortable all the time. So to answer your question in short, what we do is not only doing hyperbaric therapy, but we also try to make it sexy first of all.
Yeah, it's nice and comfortable.
Make it look good, but also at the same time make it effective, safe, and comfortable. So.
And price, what kind of investment would someone have to make for this big one? And then I think you've got a smaller one as well that you showed me earlier. Yeah,
so like when we started the smallest chamber, like for Europe, let's say a little like around 50,000 euros. And it goes up to 180,000 euros when you go for the biggest chambers.
Is this like something like this one?
Yeah, usually we don't have the rower in here. We would have 2 seats in the back and 1 more seat on the side. And it would be fully customized, and then yeah, you can go up to that high prices. But the return on investment is quite good. So if we have the chambers, let's say in a business purpose, right, the typical wellness center, they might combine it, for example, with cryotherapy. For a session, let's say 1 hour, costs the customer, let's say 150 or 100 to 150 euros. You sell it as a subscription, or like you have to pay 10 sessions at once and get a discount for that. So usually like one wellness center on average at least has 100 hours per month. So then you can count, okay, for a small chamber 50K, then per month I get at least 100 hours back, times 100 euros, and that's the business case. So the return on investment is quite good.
Yeah, and my ears have...
Yeah, we are going back up now. So why we speak all the time, I don't know if people can see it, but we have to pop the ears and...
And my final question, what's the maintenance on one of these like? Obviously, I know cryo, you've got all the tanks and things that
Yeah.
you've got are quite expensive. Is there anything like, does it consume a lot of power, or is there anything that you have to put into it at all?
It's a good question. So the operational costs are quite low. What you have is the consumption energy. We don't work with high voltage, or just normal consumptions, but multiple devices depending on the size of the chamber. Let's say 5 to 12 kilowatts is what you can calculate all the time. So it's quite easy to calculate that. And then obviously you have the mask.
Right.
Per person can use it 10 times, for example. Small things you have to do. And then when it comes to services, I mean, what you do, we have to change air filters. So this is quite easy. Also, we are here in the hundreds of euros per year. So the operational costs for our chambers are quite low. But obviously, what is more important is the planning and investment in the beginning. So there's not only the chamber, the room has to be big enough to accommodate the chamber, but also all the devices outside. We have the oxygen concentrators. As you can see, the chambers, we are back at the surface. But what I wanted to say is, we are not buying oxygen tanks and then have logistics or something. Outside of the chamber, we have concentrators. They produce the oxygen. And for them to be able to produce the oxygen, they have to suck in the room air to then filter out the oxygen, right? And then to bring it in the chamber. So all these planning, how much oxygen or air do we have in the technical room? Is that enough? Do we have enough electricity? This is where we also support the customer. We do 3D planning of the whole building, plan the chamber in there, look how the electricity would go. So this is what we also support the people with.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much. I
Man,
appreciate it.
have a good one. Thank you a lot.
Sabrina Albert from Rotterdam,
Yes.
BODYBASE. Why was this created?
It was created because it's my passion. I have a totally different background. I worked in the hospitality industry, and in the end, I opened hotels all over the world, and I didn't have time anymore to go to the gym, and that's really where I get my energy from. And I moved to the Netherlands, and there was nothing high-end boutique, Reformer Pilates there, but I'm not a traditional Pilates girl. I also like the high-intensity strength. And yeah, that's when I decided, let's develop my own machine where you
Just
can
like
do
that.
everything. Well, not just like that. It took a bit longer, but that was the idea, because I thought there must be more people like me who are busy nowadays with their job, with life, with the kids, but they want to work out, they want to feel good, and I really wanted something efficient and something fun to really show people how fun it is to work out, besides, of course, it being very effective. And that's when the whole BODYBASE journey started.
So tell us, so there's two products here.
Yes.
So how is this similar to a reformer, or does it do anything different? Give us a bit of an overview about the product
Yes,
itself.
a lot of people who come here and who see it, they're like, oh, Reformer Pilates. But this is so much more. So yes, you can do your Reformer Pilates on it. This is our studio machine. So we have a lot of high intensity classes, strength classes, which has nothing to do with Pilates. And we have the white version, the white label gyms, where it's all about mind-body connection, and it is more like Reformer Pilates. And I actually just started before the lockdowns, before COVID. And a lot of people wanted to have the baseline at home, but it's, yeah, I mean, you see it here, it's a large machine. So that's when I thought, hey, there must be a smaller machine, a more compact machine, which is more affordable to people and which fits into everyone's home, into small spaces. And then I got back to product development, and I wanted one machine which you can store somewhere in your home when you have a small space. So we created the wall mount to put the horizontal reformer on the wall. But I wanted to add functionality to that instead of just having it hanging on the wall. So on the wall, it's also a cable machine and a TRX. So you have basically an all-in-one machine for home. I'm working with my former hotel group I worked with. So I sell these to hotels as well for in hotel rooms, hotels, gyms. It has wheels, so you can easily take it outside or for events at the pool. And as you can see there, we also use it in the studio. So it's really multifunctional. And yeah, I have the machines in 4 studios in Rotterdam and in Amsterdam. And I'm now really expanding through the whole franchising formula to share my passion with even more people.
And what about like on this? This is the commercial version, is it?
Yes.
What it's like? It looks pretty funky. Like, do you customize them visually or?
Yeah, you could do that as well. So for now, we manufacture it in black and in white. Depends if you're more Reformer Fitness or Reformer Pilates person. And we can also customize it with your logo. Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And then some of the specific features like the cables and everything, is there anything that you're doing differently to what you would see on some machines?
Yes, of course. The whole look is different than the traditional machines you already see, because I wanted to have it chic looking, so it fits everywhere. You can have it in gray, you can have it in white. You can take it off and wash it, so it's with Velcro. It's super easy to change. Then it has a patented dual resistance system, also for small spaces. So you can attach your weight left and you can attach your weight on the right side to use the bars.
Sure.
On this side, you can use the floor as your additional playground without having the bars in your space. We have the ropes.
Nice
the system is also very unique. It's easy, clip in, get off. So it goes fast, it's easy, and it's very efficient for your workout because you can stay in your move to change the resistance.
Can you use this in a commercial environment as well?
Yes, that's what you, for example, see on the image. So I use it even in our studios. Yeah.
And what about like what to do with it? Do you provide content as well?
We have BODYBASE on demand. So we have workouts from 10 minutes to an hour, from beginner to advanced, from strength to yoga, all on the ACE-line machine. So people in their homes, in studios, or in hotels, in the in-room television, you can work. You can join the workout you feel like that day.
And what sort of price point are these 2 machines, roughly, from a customer's perspective?
In euro, in dollar?
Yeah, euros.
Yes, it's 3,000 euros for B2C pricing for the ACE-line machine, the small one, and the large baseline machine, it's almost 6,000 euros.
And does that include any content with that, or is that a separate subscription?
Yes, that's a separate subscription, yes.
How long did it take you to, like it is, I love this. This is a really cool little feature. There must have been a lot of work gone into that. Like, did you go to a product development company or something? Or did you do it
yes,
yourself?
I have an amazing team who developed the baseline with me and the ACE line. So it's a product developer and a Dutch manufacturer who, already feel like family, working with me on this.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
I wish you a lot of success with it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Antonia from AKUIS. Can you tell me a little bit about your product, please?
Of course. We have a multifunction workout place where you can do just everything you like. Curls, hip thrust, whatever.
Okay.
Squats. I already did 100 today.
So tell how on this screen then, so you were explaining to me before the different types of resistance. So can you just talk me through that then?
Yeah, you have different motors.
So what's this one?
The normal kilo, like you want normal curls, okay, here you go. But you can also do it like in a vibration modus or a magnetism. Like.
And what's the vibration? So you're actually feeling vibration through the resistance, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then what's the water one?
You can imagine you're doing it in water, like curls, it's the same feeling here.
Okay.
Just
right.
You don't need to be in the water.
Right. And then this one here?
This it's a different one, like magnetite it's harder on the end, and this is harder as higher you get.
Okay, all right. So do you want to give me a bit of a demonstration then?
Yeah. I just prepared your location here.
So shall I get on it?
Yeah.
All right. So how do I get the bar off, or
As
you
in a
lift
normal
it?
gym, yeah.
Okay.
Right, I will, do it a bit more further, I would say.
Okay.
Here you go.
Okay. Right. And what is this at the moment then? Is this just like a regular weight?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think this is 3 kilos right now. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But I can turn on the vibration if
Go
you
on
like.
and turn on the vibration. Let me
Yeah?
feel what that's like. Yeah. Go on.
Just give me 1 sec. Same weight,
Oh,
but
okay.
vibration. You should feel
That's
it.
pretty, yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I like that. Okay.
Yeah,
So how do I get off?
I can help you. Just as in a normal gym.
Right. And then what are the what are the bits on the side here then?
You can do more upper body, I would say, like lifting, or I just did Russian twist here.
Right. So
But it's the same system.
so when you buy it, you have this base system, and then you have a part on the wall together. Yeah. You buy them both together.
Yeah.
And then what happens on the screen?
The screen could be connected with a workout, as you can just open over the app.
Right.
It's
Okay.
very easy, simple, everything explained.
I think hi, nice to meet you.
Yeah, I was just about to see if I can help you. Hi guys.
We've got Federica,
Yeah.
who's the inside sales specialist for AKUIS.
Yes. Well, I'm training. I'm trying to
You're trying-
explain people, the visitors here, how this fantastic machine works.
Right. And so it's for the home and for the gyms, is it?
It is, yes, exactly. That the target is, it can be a private home user that really likes to train in different ways with a multifunctional, all-in-one gym. You tried
I'm
maybe?
still vibrating, you know.
Ah,
I
nice.
can still
You
feel
tried,
this.
cool. Yeah.
And what about the programming then? How is that updated or is it personalized? So let's say I wanted to do a particular workout.
Yeah.
How does that work?
You can create your own workout. So we have, of course, some, let's say, suggestions. We have more than 200 already registered videos in the Sintesi Cloud app. So you can use them, or you can just create your own, let's say, workout. Yeah, with the name, you can film yourself and add this on the system, on the application, and then you just press start and you start your workout.
Right.
Or if you really need let's say a help for your home training, you choose the muscles in a figure we give you, and then you touch it and say, okay, I want this and that muscle. Give me
It's actually
some
what to
something.
do.
Yeah.
That's very good.
Yeah.
And what about like is there a subscription that you have to pay for it, or is it all come with the?
No, it comes
price
with the buy.
So you just
with the
buy it
purchase.
and you have everything.
Exactly.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it is.
Roughly, how much does this cost if you wanted to put it into a commercial facility, like a hotel or something like that?
This is something that normally goes more with the let's say our commercials figure,
Yeah.
and depend also about the country where you are and so
Right.
on. But
Oh,
let's say
roughly,
roughly you can start. You know already we have 3 versions.
No. Which?
Okay, the 3 version is up how many facilities you want to have in the software. So
Right.
hardware, you will always see this,
Yeah.
but in the software you can have less, let's say, training way. So you have maybe, for example, 4, then it's around really roughly like 11,000.
Okay.
Then you have 7, then it's more or
So it
less
gets a bit
13,
cheaper.
yeah.
Right, okay.
Or all the full optional is with 10 facilities with the 10 characteristics, and then it will be around 16, yeah.
Right. Okay. And what countries are you selling this in at the moment?
All around, actually, yeah.
Everywhere.
For this, maybe is our expert
Someone
manager.
else's.
Yeah.
I don't know if we've got enough microphones for everyone.
I'm so sorry.
But you can get it in most spaces.
Yeah,
Okay, very
yeah.
good. And then if it's in a commercial space, what kind of warranty do you offer with this? Like,
The normal warranty is like two years warranty, like all the goods Is it like
Good.
the
Yeah, sounds good. I would agree.
hard work goods? Yeah.
Well, look, thank you. I appreciate your help. You've been fantastic, even though it's only your second day.
Yeah,
And you're
really,
also wonderful.
Really. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, and it's a fantastic product. I think
Thank
I
you to
need
say
one for
this.
my home.
Oh, nice.
Tess and Noel
Yeah.
from Centr.
Yes.
Tell us a bit about this Hyrox range. What is it, and why have you got involved together?
So we work, I work here for Centr and Inspire. I show a little bit how the equipment is working. You know, I do challenges with the customers, and you know, we represent the new Hyrox competition equipment to the customer here at FIBO. And yeah, they just get in touch with the equipment for the first time. So it's really exciting to show how much we can do, how many variations we can do with the new equipment.
What is the equipment, and what's the link between the equipment and what happens in the Hyrox event tomorrow?
Actually, I can't answer this whole range of, I'm sorry.
All right, let's start again. So tell us what equipment is in the range.
Yeah, so we have the sandbags in different, you know, weights. Then we have the balls, the wall balls. And of course we have the kettlebells, yeah? And then we have this slide with different weights. So this is exactly for the competition that you really only need these equipment, and you can do the Hyrox competition. So
Right.
you go with it, yes.
What's so special about, anything special about this equipment specifically?
Yes, so I think the best thing about it is that they really thought about how is the performance for the athletes during the competition. So for example, we took the kettlebells and made it slightly like smaller on the side. So when you do the farmer's walk, it's not really like wobbling around because it's a round kettlebell. So the design is really now a little bit better to have a better performance at your competition, you know? So it's more like custom made for athletes.
But when you're doing the farmer's carry.
Yes.
And then the sled, I noticed that you've kind of got like some grips and stuff here, and
yeah,
and some,
it's a little bit smaller.
all right.
So I think it's also easier for women, you know, to do the task here in the competition.
Right.
Yes.
And then the plates, is there anything different about these as well? They look nice.
Yeah, they do.
Different
Yeah.
color.
Yes.
I'm putting you on the spot now, aren't I?
I know. I'm sorry.
And then you've got the sandbags as well, which is one of the stations. What do you do with the sandbags in the Hyrox competition? Is it the walking lunges or something that they do?
Yeah, these are the lunges. I think you can just take a look here. So we have some Hyrox athletes here doing the exercises. You take the sandbags on your shoulders and you do like a lunge, and we have it in different sizes. And it's also, I think, redesigned to have a really good performance during the Hyrox.
Well, it looks great.
It
Thank you
does.
very much.
It
And
does.
are you doing the competition tomorrow?
No, actually not, because
No?
I'm working here.
Oh, okay. That's a good excuse. That's a
working
good
for
reason why
Inspire,
not
yes,
to do it.
yes, yes.
All right. Well, thank you very much,
Thank you very
Tess.
much.
And
Yeah.
thank you for your help.
Yes.
Martin Huizing. Did I get that right?
That's almost.
FieldPower.
Yes.
Why did you create this product?
Okay, so I work with innovations. Since 25 years, I'm a scientist and also an athletic trainer. I worked at football club FC Twente, Champions League level, so we were traveling all the time. And so I needed something on the field what was functional. And so then I decided, well, I need something that has to be moved. I can move this with 7 kilos. When I detach it, I can put it on a pole and train on the field. So this is also why it's called FieldPower.
Explain then what it does. Give us a real simple overview of what this product does.
Okay, well, basically what it does, it is improving your functionality as it is in daily life. And that can be for someone just walking, like elderly people, or just an office worker, but also an Olympic champion. The thing is, everyone uses kind of plyometrics in their movements to move better. And also you need also the whole chain system. So I combined this. So what I have is a resistance that I can change all the time. the resistance is always there, concentric and eccentric. It doesn't have peak forces, so I can work with elderly or children, but also with top athletes. Especially you can train at high performance, so high velocity. The power is force times velocity, and so we can train with a high force at high velocity.
Okay.
And plyometric.
Now, tell us a bit about the product specifically. So what does a unit consist of if someone buys one of these?
So you have a base that you can move. It's got wheels.
Do you fill it with water or is it just...
with stones. So
stones.
it's 70 kilos, 75 including the foot. And you put this on top. As you can see, I can take it off. And you can bring it with you. You can connect it on the wall. Very easily on a pole, on a goal post. But of course, you can also take the foot with it. All the material is stainless steel, or it is aluminium. Also, we use it in swimming pools. We use it outdoors, and it stays well.
And how many different resistance?
Yeah, the resistance goes up from about 1.5, 2 kilos, up to we have 40 kilos here.
Different bands?
No, it's the same band, but first, I mean, if you move away, the force is going up very gradually, very slow. So over here in this small part, if I move it, I can move very fast and still the resistance is the same, concentrically and also eccentrically. So it's used also a lot in physiotherapy and rehabilitation. So that's one thing. You can rearrange the direction. If I put it here on a hook, and I have an exercise over here. If I change both hooks over here, now I have a double resistance.
Right.
See? And then I can change here the resistance. Put it on the cam cleat, like this, and now it's heavier.
Okay.
So I can build it up. Of course, I can use 2 cores at once on one hook, and then I have a maximum of 40 kilos. If I use two towers, I have a maximum of 80 kilos. For example, in jumping, in plyometrics, in step-ups, etc., we use it in sports, right? But of course, I mean, if you have someone in rehab, we use a lighter resistance.
Yeah, right.
And people can also adapt, change the resistance at their own will. I mean, if you move away a bit more, then the resistance also changes, but slightly.
Martin, thanks for showing us your product. Appreciate it. Remko,
Hey.
Mars Recovery Station. Why did Escape create this product?
Well, you know, recovery is one of the main new trends basically within our industry, right? The only thing is, how do you do recovery, and how do you do recovery in the right way? Well, the thing is all about showing people what to do, really, and that's why also our multi-activity resource screen can be used. If you look at this, for recovery, we partnered up with Hyperise, because the Hyperise massage gun technology is helping people to do their recovery, and pre-workout and after-workout recovery. The only thing is, how do you use these guns? People turn them on and people don't know it. So we partnered up. We actually have now the opportunity to display Hyperise recovery content through our MAS digital system, right? So next to this Hyperise content, where we can show, how to use the Hyperise Volt 2 gun in a proper and safe way, we partnered up with a couple of other products from Escape Fitness.
And on this Hyperise, is there anything special about this that we should know?
No, definitely. I mean, Escape created a dedicated mount to mount the Hyperise to this station, and it's a tethered one, so it's actually attached to the station itself, so that it can also, be maintained at the location, so it cannot be stolen or anything, right? So it's a really nice way to have an opportunity to get a Hyperise gun stored and attached to a station. And it's.
And I guess also the battery won't run down either, will
the
it?
battery won't run down either. You're absolutely right. For
Very
sure.
clever.
And what else is on the station there,
Well,
Remko?
other stuff that you can use for recovery. So if you go back, you know, next to the HyperRise, use the home button, you see all the other products that are physically on this pack from Escape that can be used for stretching, pre-workouts, activities after workouts, and everything that's related to it. So all the tiles that you see is a product that you see on this piece of storage kit from
And
Escape.
does it all come together with mats that I can see on
It's
the back?
a full turnkey concept and solution for Escape, including the Hypervolt, so and the rest of the equipment. So it's a full turnkey model.
Right. And can I find out, if I own a gym, what people are doing on the screens themselves?
Well, it's good that you asked, because actually, because of this screen, you know, if it only needs power. It needs power, it's preloaded, but if you connect it to the Wi-Fi, you know, it gives us the opportunity to upload with the latest workouts and information and tools that we make available for this. But also it gives us the data of the usage, how people use it. So if you're, for example, if you use the Hypervolt for this, you see that many people are using it for biceps and back or neck. You know, you can specifically add more content, specifically focus on your customers and how they are using all the equipment that's on, you know, on the shelves for this type of machinery. So with having access to the Wi-Fi gives us all that information, and when you want it, we can provide that data to the customers.
Fantastic.
If I can ask you a question, Matt, how many dumbbell exercises do you know?
I think about 6 or 7.
6 or 7, well, probably me too. But there are probably more than hundreds of exercises. And if you get to a certain type of customers that come to a club, they tend to do 5, 6 exercises, that's it. But then they wouldn't know what to do else. So we have exercises here based on muscle groups in, you know, more than 100 exercises that people can do. So
what do these relate to then?
These relate to, you know, all kinds of exercise that can be done using these types of products, using this type of screen based on a beginner, intermediate, or advanced level of customers that can use these products in a multiple different ways, right? So it just shows the exercise that can be done.
What does this little thing do here then, Remko?
If you do this, you know, you can just show the exercises and you can go through the multiple exercises that can be done with these products. If you know, I don't want to do exercise, I want to do a complete full workout, you can also choose workouts, where you can view the workouts based on the muscle groups. So for example, you want to do a total body workout, you have like around 50 minutes, you can choose a fully done workout, which is uploaded every month by Escape Fitness, more than 25 years in the industry, you know.
And what about this little button here?
This one, you can zoom in, you know, just a little bit more training tips on, you know, what you can do with the dumbbells, what you can do to use this, and then with training tips, what it is, what it exists of. You can have a preview of the workout if you don't want to know, if you want to know exactly what it consists of, you know, and then start the workout from here. It's based on a stoplight sign modality. So, you know, now you have time to get ready. You set up with the dumbbells. You see the time remaining before you start, and then you have a minute workout for now. Round 1 out of 3. It consists of 4 exercises, and the next one first is a rest period of time. If you want to, you know, for whatever reason, just want to stop for a minute because you have to tie your shoe, you can, and you resume. Or you think, okay, this is not my exercise, I want to choose a different one. You can always stop and choose, go back, either exercise or workouts, and choose another one, you know, just go through. It's all about, you know, people come to a gym, in this case, we're dealing with dumbbells, but we also have a functional one, and we have a recovery screen.
So can I ask you, so if someone's got their own set of dumbbells, can you buy this without these dumbbells, or do you have to buy it together?
Well, in essence, obviously the full pack is the better option in case somebody would have certain, you know, different branded dumbbells. It's still the exercise that you can do. If you go on YouTube and Instagram, you see all those people post several activities, and all kinds of different brands. But the activity is dumbbell exercises. But in essence, you know, the escape version of this complete pack is the best option.
So can you have the screen without the rack?
This certain piece of equipment, no. This is a turnkey pack, all included. It's a 3-year or 5-year content pack, basically, what you can decide from Escape Fitness. So this screen cannot be, you know, taken off and sold separately. But there's another screen that we have, which is a functional screen, which is a much broader even, you know, option to take. That's something that we could possibly look at providing as a single unit and combine that with other types of salvo equipment.
Well, I think I'll take 100 then, Remko. Is that all right?
You can. You know, where do you want to sign?
Thank you. Jeremy Strom, not strong, although I'm sure you're very strong.
A little strong.
And you're the Director of Education for Reaxing North
America, that's correct.
Very curious about this. Give me a bit of an overview of what's going on. And while we do it, I think I'm going to stand on this board just to get a feel for myself.
Yeah, fantastic. So as you stand up, you'll notice that as the board is perturbating, so it's moving randomly.
All right.
So
perturbating, is that a...
Perturbation.
Oh, but I didn't know that. Is that a new word?
Old word, lots of meaning.
Okay.
So perturbation is a random movement that mimics how we experience the outside, right?
Okay.
So what happens then is when the brain perceives an unpredictable environment, so it challenges your balance, it's going to turn on tissue at a higher rate. So the nervous system now elicits more tissue, connective, fascia, muscle, throughout the system faster than it would on a fixed flat floor.
Right. And why am I holding the ball then?
So we talk about on the board, we talk about this is the ground up. So your feet, from proprioceptively, your feet are communicating to your brain. We also want to go top down. So if I add this ball that has fluid in it and you just add a little shake, now your brain says, oh my gosh, that's moving my trunk, my spine. So now it elicits all those paraspinal, all that trunk musculature to stabilize your spine.
Okay.
So now you have the board up and the top down.
Okay. Explain the different parts of the concept then.
Yeah, so we have the board, the Reax board. Obviously it's perturbating and it goes, we call it interference. So right now you are on 30% interference and it goes to 100%.
Okay.
So your ceiling, yep, so you can make, now the board's gonna move faster.
Okay.
So the ceiling of adaptation is very high, right? And you can start from active aging, from neurological disorder, Parkinson's, all the way to human performance, high-level athletes. And we know that there's a place for stress and then you'll adapt. And we can grow that because it goes so fast. Right. Then we also have the Reax Run, which is our treadmill. Does the same thing, has a running belt, goes to 15.5 miles per hour. So really fast with all of that same perturbation movement. Yep. Okay. From a cognitive standpoint, then we have our light systems. So we have our compact lights. They are inset into the board and you have multiple options to react and that will give you analytics on your reaction time. Or we have satellites that you can move anywhere throughout your environment, your gym, your house, wherever it is, with the same concept. And that you have to react and move to whatever the light is doing.
Feels quite nice actually.
It feels good, huh? So there's this layer of calm, right? I think in our industry today,
it's like kind of surfing.
That's it. From truly a mental wellness standpoint, we position the board and the run in every layer of a workout, pre, intra, and post. So we get early neural activation, inside for motor control movements, and then post for this sense of feeling better as you're feeling right now.
And do you have to buy everything or you can buy single stations?
Yep, you can buy single stations of the board, the run, the lights, our box, which is a reactive heavy bag, our accessories, which is a fluid ball is one of them, called Reaxer. We have soft chains, and then we have the lift, which is a fluid-filled discs rack, half rack set. So like a normal rack, only the discs have fluid in them.
And what about education? Does it come with, when you buy this, do you get education? Or, it sounds like there's a lot that you need to know to use this, I guess.
So there's definitely education and training involved as part of whatever you buy. Both digital and live as well.
Right, okay. And roughly, like what if I was interested in putting one of these stations in, like what kind of price point do we have to consider and think about, like without sort of tying you down to specifics, but
Yeah, so it depends on where you are in the world, right? So in the US, the run you're looking around 35,000 US. The board is around 25,000 US. And then the accessories are very comparable and competitive to like products. So the Fluey to a medicine ball, the kettle to a kettlebell, chains to chain. So very competitive in the market.
well, Jeremy, thank you very much.
Pleasure, sir.
Stacy from China,
Yes.
you have a new product. Please explain why you created this.
Okay. Actually, it is inspired by the wheels of Lamborghini.
The wheels of a Lamborghini.
Yes.
Okay. What does it do?
Oh, for the technique plates.
Okay.
Normally, the technique plate is made by plastic, but you can't drop on the ground. But
Okay.
this is rubber. You
It's
can
rubber.
drop on the ground, and the drop test is 3,000 tons.
3,000 pounds.
Very durable.
And you have different colors. Are there different colors for different weights, or you can just?
Yes, we can costume any color you want, and
Right.
costume your logos. Yeah,
And what if you like Ferraris?
Florida.
Can I have a Ferrari wheel?
Okay, in the future we will do it.
Okay. And are they very strong?
Yes, the drop test can pass 3,000 times, so it's strong and durable. Don't worry about it.
Right. And where did you get your inspiration about the other plates for? Is it?
The other,
Yes.
and our factory owner is the chemical specialist. She likes design all different things, like this Lamborghini wheels, and and this one. Actually, in the market is PU material, but it's rubber. It looks like PU, but it's rubber.
Right. And what's the benefit of that?
Cheaper price.
Okay. So it's rubber, but it looks like urethane, and it's cheaper.
It looks like PU, but actually it's rubber.
Right. Okay. Very good. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Nice product.
Thank you.
Lea from Sensopro
Yes,
and from Switzerland.
and from Switzerland, yeah.
Could you tell me about this product?
So this is our Luna. It's called Luna. It's a
Luna.
coordination device. And actually, if you hop on, you will see it's all about balancing.
Okay.
Just hop on, yeah? And then we have a screen with different categories. Let's switch to English for you. So we have 4 different categories: physio, health, fitness, and performance. What would you like to do?
Let's do fitness.
Fitness, all right. And then just to get like a quick overview, I would tell you to do the shorties,
Okay. Let's do some shorties.
And then maybe a warm up for the full body.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then actually the screen or the person on the screen will tell you what to do.
All
Will
right.
show you what to do. And
Okay.
if this seems too easy for you, you can
This
always
doesn't. This
switch
seems
to
very.
the,
So I'm doing this. Yeah.
You're doing great. If this is too easy for you, you can switch to the blue one. It is
Okay.
more intense. And if you switch to the red one, it is more intense even.
And this is the easy warm up, is it?
That's the easy warm up.
Okay.
If you go a little bit more down to your knees, then it's getting it's
Okay.
burning. It starts
Okay.
burning.
Yeah, it does. Okay. And so.
we can switch to another practice.
I can feel that.
if you- I hope
So is
I hope
is this an? So tell me about this concept. Like, is it what's going on? I've seen a few similar things around this year. So what's this? What's this kind of base thing
Yeah.
happening
Okay.
here?
So we have 2 tapes. They are not. They are 2 separate tapes actually.
Right.
So you have to activate all your deep muscles.
Right.
You actually never activate them.
Okay.
And if you activate them, you'll be able to make more explosive exercises.
Okay.
Also for the muscles, for building more muscles
It
actually.
feels nice standing on it.
Yeah.
So the
And
idea.
You know what I like most about it?
What?
Every time people stand on it, they smile. I
Right.
love it.
So simply then, the idea is you'll stand on this,
Yes.
it's like a unstable base,
Yeah, exactly.
and then you'll be pulling different
Yes.
bands,
Yeah.
and then this content here, it's like set programs, or does it keep updating? What happens on the screen?
It keeps updating
Okay.
all the time, yeah, and we change it and we adapt it to our users. Our users are 50% in physio and rehab and 50% in fitness.
Okay. And roughly, what's the price of this whole system?
It is 22,500
Right.
euros.
And then what about the content? Do you pay extra for that?
No, that's included.
Okay,
Yeah,
right.
that's included.
And how long do you keep getting updates with the information?
As long as it has to be updated.
Okay.
There are like 2,000 exercises on it.
Right.
Yeah.
And what's the background of the company? I've not seen the name before, but like how long you guys been going? And
I think it's our 10th FIBO now.
Right.
10th, yeah. And
do you sell into mainly physiotherapy studios?
50%. Market is 50% physio, 50% fitness, yeah.
Right. And what countries are you selling this to now?
All around the world, but mainly in Switzerland. We have a distributor in Germany, that's Korff, our partner, and we have built two, we're in full expansion, so we have built a subsidiary in Sweden and one in the Netherlands. They are here as well, but actually we are all over the world.
I would have thought like sports teams and that as well would be an interesting
Real
market.
Madrid has one.
They what, sorry?
Real Madrid.
Real Madrid?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Lena, thank you very much.
You're
Great product.
welcome, Matthew.
That's cool. I like it. It's this bit's pretty
Intense.
pretty intense. The gym I go to, they do a lot of stuff with kids on like moving the balls and things like that very, very quickly, like for sprinting and stuff. I quite like it because it just feels sort of nice to.
And if you want a little bit more of a challenge, just hold the reels and I show you something.
Okay. Oh wow.
Now it's it's getting even a little bit more intense, you see.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
You can make a squat. Yes. Nice.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Is it starting to burn?
Yeah, already.
That's good. Good sign.
Yeah, very cool.
Okay.
Thank you. Your name, Lynn?
Alex Lin.
Alex Lynn?
Yeah.
What is this?
Heavy drinking mug.
Heavy drinking mug.
Yes.
What is it for? Drinking beer?
Not only for beer, for exercise. If you want beer, no problem.
So is it a kettlebell or what?
It's like a kettlebell, or you can like how to say this one? Lift up.
You lift
muscle exercise.
So this is 10 kilo.
10 kilo.
This one?
8 kilo.
8 kilo. And what about this?
8 kilo, same, but different color.
And this is a shot for shots.
Maybe you show yes.
So if you wanna drink and build some muscle,
Become big, heavy.
you buy one of these cups.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
It's a new form of exercising.